Hello and welcome to IABM TV. We're broadcasting live here from NAB in Las Vegas, and right now I'm delighted to be joined by Marc Wilson, Managing Director of Glen Sound. Marc, good to see you again.
Good to see you. It's great to be back in Vegas.
Fantastic. So it's been practically 3 years since we've been able to do this.
Certainly has.
Face to face, no masks, nothing like that. And I walk round the corner and I'm staggered to find that you're now into esports.
We are.
What the hell's that about?
Well, we've been involved in a few esports tournaments over the last 18 months or so. We've done 7. And we'd used our traditional equipment, our intercom systems, which did the job, but it wasn't fit for purpose. But we knew enough from those tournaments of what was actually required for a dedicated product. So that meant that we were able to put that into a device that solves key problems involved in an esports production into a single device that the gamers themselves use as their interface, but the coach uses the self-same box, the referees use the same box, and even the announcers in the arena can use the same device. And we solve the 3 core problems that you get on our device. So we have a headphone mixer here. Mm-hmm. The first one is the game. So this is the game audio to the gamer. Because of the different platforms involved in esports, we needed to provide different options of the audio source for the game. So we've got an analog input on the back. We have a USB audio input. We have a Toslink digital input. Then we have multi-channel inputs coming from the network. It's a Dante AES67 device. So we have multi-channels that you can mix together if required for game audio from the Dante or AES67 network. There's an optional SDI on the back. We de-embed the audio, and the 4 pairs on SDI, we can mix those or just use one of the pairs as the game audio. So we have multiple sources for where you can get the game audio on the box, which is one of the key problems for flexibility. Secondly, we have the team here. So this is the team mix. In an esports tournament, the team have to talk and be able to hear each other for the game. So we generate the team mix internally on our device. The software control, up here we have 13 sources that you can mix in for the team mix. Typically it's 6 other players and their coach for the team mix, but there are options of adding some extras for some future compatibility. But we generate the team mix, that's taken care of within the GTM. The third issue that you have in esports is to do with the headset. So we have 2 headphone amplifiers on the GTM. One is on a TRRS here for a traditional gaming headset. Then we also have a separate headphone amplifier that gives you a mini jack and a full-size jack here. The reason that's important is in esports typically you would have a gaming headset and an over-ear headset as a second headset. The reason for that is between the gaps in the games, they put white noise into the gamers' headsets, so that as the arena announcers are talking about what's just happened in the last game, the gamers don't get any competitive advantage for what's happening. So previously you had to have a way of generating that white noise and getting it in. Our device has white noise generator built in, so if you're wearing 2 headsets, you can have a white noise coming off the over-ear headphones if you want, because if this box is designated a referee box, this top button puts white noise out to all the gamers, so the referee has control of the in and out of game situation. But each of these headphone outputs is actually a simple 2-channel mixer between the game audio and the white noise. So we could do it on a single headset or headphones as well as an option to keep it simple for the future. So they're the key factors that we've put in. The twin headphone amps with white noise, we generate the team mix, multiple sources for the game audio that we've put together to make the GTM as a dedicated esports device.
Wow. One word, wow. I mean, that's amazing. So you have worked with the esports businesses.
Yes.
You have listened to them, you have gone away, you have created a brand new product.
Yep.
In order to satisfy their very, very niche and specific needs.
Yes, exactly that. They do have a very unique combination of requirements, and our experience with previous tournaments, we had a good idea of what they needed, and we've tried to keep flexible because our experience in commentary, different broadcasters, organisations, they like to work in the way they work, so we try and keep flexible to adapt with them. Indeed, although we've only just launched this, the previews of the show we've been in touch with some gaming organisations, and we already have a second version.
There's an upgrade.
It's not an upgrade. We call this the system integrator version, because one of the tournaments that we're involved in loved it, and it was perfect for them, but they didn't need the top panel, because particularly with that game, the gamer doesn't have any access to the controls. Our system is all remote controllable. It all has software. You can control it all remotely. The mic gain, how they listen to the audio, is all here. So they wanted a box that they could just interface to, put under the desk, no controls on it. So that's why we have a version without a top panel and the GTM full with the top panel.
Well, fantastic. So I'm just blown away by this, because obviously, esports is now a very big business.
Indeed.
And I suspect it's now, a source of new business for yourself. So tell us about the kind of customers that you can now reach with these new products.
Well, a lot of the resource for esports has been coming from the broadcast world, which is where our home is. And it's the integrators, the producers of the esports tournament. We're trying to make the engineering side of that simpler, simple cable connections, the same box for all the users involved in the tournament, so that the integrators and the production companies involved in putting these tournaments together have an easier and a consistent solution. So it's the production companies of the tournaments are really where we're aiming with this.
Fantastic. Now, obviously it's NAB. Obviously you're not just going to come here with one new product.
No, indeed.
So, because it's been 3 years, right?
Indeed.
So you've had nothing else to do but develop new products. Indeed. So tell us about the raft of new products that we've got here.
Well, we have had many releases. I refer to them as soft releases during COVID, and a few that we've brought to the show. Our intercom range, Beatrice Intercom, has been very successful, and we've continued to extend that. We have indicator lights as part of the system now. We've just launched at the show here a paging mic. We have a very clever paging mic with a frequency shifter and a bing bong. And that's gone down very well here. We've extended our phone systems. We have mobile phone hybrids. We've just updated that to a worldwide compatible module, the NAB, which we've released here. Mic amps is a consistent area for us where we're asked for more and more products. So we have an entry-level 2-channel mic amp in a little Dante throwdown box style. One product that's had a lot of traction, which was one of the soft launches recently, is actually a network bridge, a twin Dante network bridge. So it's 2 Dante networks in a single rack, but there's no physical network connection between the networks, but we connect the audio via DSP. So if it's in your truck and you turn up at an event or a stadium, you can plug into their network and your truck's network is completely isolated. So you can have one side running Dante, the other side AES67. Excuse me. You can run at different clock rates, and they're completely isolated, and that offers lots of potential to fit problem solving.
Absolutely. So just one last question: are all these products kind of over IP? Is that the thing now?
Yes, absolutely. Maybe 90% of our business is Dante AES67 based. Our new NAB portable phone is not. That's a mobile phone hybrid with an analog interface. But certainly for the last 8 or 9 years, we've certainly seen a huge increase in Dante AES67 systems, and Glensound will certainly be at the forefront of pushing and developing that into broadcasting in many of the different areas that we work.
Well, Marc, that's been fantastic and a real pleasure to talk to you. Thanks so much for your time.
Great, thank you.